Thank you for being here, for showing up in whatever state you're in today. I'm Nathan M. McTague, and this is Full-Time Grievers. Today's minisode is a little different format because this is going to be our first Grief Confessional. The Grief Confessionals is a place for the raw voice of our grief. So no platitudes, not like we ever really do platitudes here, but no platitudes, no education, not even support, just witnessing, just being with what is, whatever it is, just the truth of someone's experience living through loss. Written, shared, spoken out loud, so it can be carried together. As we go forward, as promised, you'll hear more. You'll hear other grief confessionals, shared anonymously or by name, and read here as a way of witnessing each other. Today, if I can get through it, I'll be sharing one voice, one piece of one person's grief, shared without commentary. I miss my brother all the time, but not in a way that always makes sense. Sure, I miss him in all the usual, even stereotypical places, like when something funny happens, or when I slow down for a second, or times when he's just supposed to be there and he isn't. I miss him when I hear some people talk, or when I hear certain songs, or when a memory of us flies in out of nowhere. But I also miss him when I wake up in the morning. Every morning. And at the end of the day. Every day. And anytime I have to make a choice about my future. Because no matter what I do, it still feels impossible that he isn't here. Not metaphorically impossible, literally unbelievable. Like reality glitched and then never corrected itself. And everyone else is acting as if the glitch didn't happen, but I know, and I can't stand it. I grieve the versions of us we were supposed to become, the conversations we were supposed to have, the future memories we were supposed to make. Sometimes the grief is bigger and louder than anything else in the world. Sometimes it's just the quiet pressure around my ribcage and that little insistent urgency to figure out how to fix the glitch. There are days now when I feel fully present and connected to my life. And then grief shows up again, bending time and warping space and reminding me that I'm still not in my right place because my brother isn't here. As long as I'm here, though, I don't want my grief to go away. I want it to be allowed. I want the glitch to be recognized. It's not right that he's not here. I don't want to have to translate that into something more comfortable or rational for other people. I want to be able to say, I still hurt. I still miss him. I still want him to be here now. And it's still not right that he's gone. Some days I carry this grief more easily. Some days I carry it like a millstone around my neck. And both are true. Signed, a broken-hearted twin. So that's a grief confessional. No brightsiding, no resolution, just truth, spoken and held. Before we close, I'm opening a standing invitation for your grief confessions. If there's something in your grieving process that you haven't been able to say out loud or to your people, to your even your like closest grief supporter, you can share it with us. You can use the form in the form link in the show notes. You can sign it anonymous or with your name, full name, first name, or a pseudonym, or even a symbol. I have no problem saying signed star. So some submissions I will read on a future Grief Confessionals episode, exactly the way you wrote it, maybe with gentle edits only for safety or for clarity. And if I share yours, I'll email you a link to it. If you want a few prompts, if that might help to kind of spark your thinking around it, you could start with, I wish I could say to them, or what I wish I could say to them. You could start with the moment or the thought that still punches me in the throat is, or the holiday thing I'm not doing this year, or I still remember when they, or I still remember when we got to, or the part that no one sees is. These confessionals aren't about fixing anything, not like this show is about fixing anything, but in particular, these grief confessionals aren't about fixing or teaching or changing anything about our grief. They're simply a witnessing. And I think, the reason for that is because being witnessed is its own medicine. Right? Being witnessed is important in and of itself. So if you're in, the link is in the show notes. And we're listening. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you for being here and for grieving in the ways that are right for you. If this episode met you where you are, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. You'll find our free grief journal and the Grief Confessional link below. I'm Nathan M. McTague, and this is Full-Time Grievers.